Hello and welcome to the Tarkis Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about the game Frozen Flame, and I'm going to be adding my thoughts in this video about the Christmas event and some of the things that I found in the Christmas event and some of the things that you obviously will have access to if you get the game, because the update was free content. So all the updates and the roadmap, I believe, are going to be all free content. So everything they add to the game is actually going to be part of your game when they roll things out. So the Christmas event was one of those things that just rolled out yesterday, and I'm going to talk about it. Now, the game itself allows you to make a basic fire. This basic fire. I mean, if you're familiar with the game, you can make this. If I open this, I can throw one food in there to cook it if the fire was lit, and it's not lit. It's dormant because people have been using these in here. The upgrade to that is these stoves that you can upgrade, or you can make. Let me just show you that. That's this here. And what this is going to take is 10 stone and 4 solid essence. Now the solid essences could be made in these planterns. What you do is you put it's right here. You put a magic seed, which you find everywhere in the game, and then obviously 3 flint, which you'll find also in the game without a problem. And then you can put them down. And then what you do is you feed them with logs. So this one's at 9 of 10. And it looks like you get 4 hours if it's 10 of 10, so it's still at the 4-hour mark. Now, what's great about the stoves is it allows you, I'm going to collect this. Someone left that on there. Oh, I'm going to collect that. So it allows you to put 2, so you can make more complex. Okay, I'm going to pull the meat out of the box there. You can make more complex or get better recipes, I would say, because now you've got 2 slots so you can mix and match and open up your cookbook more with the stove, which is basically what the campfire used to do. And then when they introduced the stove in this Christmas update or holiday update, or what do you want to call it, I think it's a Christmas update. I think that's what the devs intended it to be. I do want to be a little bit of PR correct. I don't, holiday event, whatever you want to call it. Here we are. But I mean, they added these stoves and during this update. And what's great is you can get more complex cooking recipes by doing that. So with this one, it only allows you to do, and I don't think I've got wood in my inventory. No, I don't. So I'll just leave that there. That's fine. So as you can see here, just to do some quick housekeeping about our server, I made this Discord board so that people, when they get on our server, they'll be able to know where our Discord is. I got these signs here, Welcome Center, and then I built this little Welcome Center. Something small, something that's not going to tax the server because we're right at the beginning where people enter the world. We didn't want to tax or put anything huge out here. The other server I had buildings everywhere in this area, like a little town. We found that by doing that little town, it really caused the world to get laggy. So we're just doing this one building. What's great about the stove is the added bonus is it produces coal. Now you'll notice that the coal will be on the floor, and I was hoping that I'd be able to show you that because I started this video about maybe 15 minutes now into where the last coal showed up. So you'll be seeing it. Once you get your hands on the coal, once you pick it up, it opens more recipes for you. So you won't see the recipes, and those recipes are, if you go to craft, these are the recipes here. You can make the furnace, and you can make the blacksmith table. Now the furnace will be the first thing you're going to want to make, and that requires stone and coal. And again, that's what comes out of these stoves. Now I've been only working with the 2 stoves. I guess if you lined up 10 stoves, fed them wood all day, you'll get coal coming out you'll get a lot of coal. I just been doing it with these 2. And once I got the coal and got the stone, I was able to make the furnaces, which I put up here. And these furnaces allow you to make the bricks, and they allow you to make the iron ingots, iron bars. And this one here is not doing anything. I've got to go out and get some iron, and because we're cooking the bricks in this one, and we're cooking the iron in this one. Once you get access to the bricks, then you can craft the blacksmith table. So it requires 5 of the iron bars. I'm going to call them iron bars. And then it requires 15 of the stone blocks. So by opening up the furnace, you're able to open up. Whoop, got a little lag right there. Okay, you'll be able to open up this bench here, which is the blacksmith, and this is where Christmas come to town kind of thing. This is this is like Christmas Day, because it's like these are the things you can now make now that you got into this workbench, or what this blacksmith table. I shouldn't call it a workbench because there's a workbench that's called a workbench. So this is the blacksmith table. What's great about it is you can make the metal axe, and it looks like you can easily get those ingredients. You only need the iron bars, which the furnace will make for you, the pickaxe, the sword, so you'll be able to upgrade your sword, and then the fire or the metal staff is 1 sky crystal, which you'll find anywhere in the world, and then the iron bars, and then the bow. Now the armors are not available quite yet because they require the ram hide, and I guess if you get some leather unique drops in the game, if you end up getting the leather drops in the game and you deconstruct those with the deconstructor, you have a chance to get the ram hide. But yeah, that's a lot of grinding. I imagine in the next update they're gonna have the ram hide available for everyone, so you'll be able to get into these armors. But right now you can definitely get into these items once you've got the bench. So basically the starting point to this tree of goodies that they've added to the game is getting the stove built. Feed the stove just the logs. They take logs. Now something I think, and this is my thoughts, is here we got a crate full of these sticks. They should allow you to feed these stoves with sticks, or at least feed the basic fireplaces with sticks. What's nice is, that's my friend there. Almost freaking twins. Oh, he's got shoes. I'm hoboing it. I got no damn shoes. Look at me. I got a hobo. It's like, I'm wearing whatever I found, whatever I made. I've been trying to get the shoes, the bone shoes, since I've been so busy dealing with the welcome center and making sure that we had enough bricks cooking and dealing with the charcoal drops. I'm kind of like the guild hall tender kind of guy, the guy, everybody comes here to do what they need done. The people that are in my guild, and I just watch the place, make sure no one's messing around with it. I did get these torches. This is a schematic that you buy from one of the vendors. Now those torches do take these. So if I go up to here, I can feed the branches, which is okay. I do wish that you got more than 3 hours out of these. I wish these had 4 hours, 5 hours. You could really pack them to get rid of your branches. I mean, that's kind of the way I look at the torches, is my way of getting rid of the branches. I guess I could just go dump the branches on the ground and just let the world gobble them up, destroy them, because if they left on the ground long enough, the game world will just destroy them. But my ADD will not let me just get rid of them. I have to use them for something. Now I put one of these hovels, these tents on the roof so that I can rest. I did get that. I bought that. I got my tokens, my rune tokens, and I bought the schematic to get the tent, and obviously the torches also. Now here is my biggest gripe, and I don't know if it's a valid gripe, but this is my gripe, and I'm gonna go to the map. Now Tarkis has been everywhere. Tarkis spent a lot of time on these islands. Tarkis went to every little nick and cranny. If I could have shoved my head up a boar's butt, I would have, to try to find these things. But it's these what are they? These gingerbread. Look at Tarkis's grand total of gingerbread cookies, or whatever they want to call them, Crumpus gingerbread snacks. I got 5 of them, guys. And I've been everywhere. I found 5 of them. And the items that I want, and let's go to the Christmas guy, or the Crumpus guy, or Krampus guy, or whatever you want to call him. And let's go talk to him, and you'll see Tarkis's frustration. And I might be just like, Tarkis, you do need to stick your head up somebody's ass to get these things. Maybe that's... I've also noticed that when you come to the map, sometimes the mouse doesn't work. So you've got to go back out and... did I just take something off myself? I probably did. What did I just click on? Yeah, my pants. Okay. So let's go. My mouse is now working. So we want to go up to this area here, the sanctuary. I want to go there. If I have to shove my head up a boar's ass to get these tokens, I mean, Tarkis is not beyond doing that. I mean, I'll do what I need to do to get my shit, but it's like, come on. It's like I shouldn't have to do that. I mean, I've looked. I mean, I haven't been lazy about it. I've been going around the world and looking for these things. So we're going to go up to the vendor guy, the guy running the deal. And it's probably just laughing his ass off in Digital Land, saying, I sent Tarkis to go get crap, and he's never going to find it. Because what I want to do is I want to get the candlestick. And that requires 8 of those cookies or those tokens. And that's not out of the question to try to get 8 of them. But I spend my time, and I put my time in, and I still haven't found more than 5 of them. Now, my friend who plays with me, Muffin, says that when he was doing his personal server, when he's playing the single player game, he found that they were dropping all over the place, that he was finding them everywhere. I mean, I guess they were dropping so much he could wipe your ass with them because they were just everywhere. But yet on our server, they're not that plentiful. And I'm not sure why. Is it a shared thing where if you got 5 people running around the server and I find it, then that's not available for someone else? I mean, that it doesn't respawn? I'm not really sure. And what's interesting about how they did it is, how I found them in the world, was you fly over the islands and you'll see something that looks like a big bonfire. I mean, that's what it looks like from a distance, like this huge fire column. It's different than the gold bar that you see for the quests. It's definitely different. It looks like a big pillar of fire. You go to it and you'll see a package on the ground, and you attack the package gets destroyed, and it drops you one of those gingerbread cookies. And I'm like, I got the first one, I was like, yeah, I'm on my way. And then I get to the 5th one and I'm like, Jesus, I'm 8 hours into this, and I've got 5 of these gingerbread tokens to my name, and I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's designed this way. Maybe it's because it's a server being hosted. I'm not sure. But Muffin was telling me that he had them just, he just had them falling out of his keister. And it's, and he's down here. He's probably in the guild hall right now. Probably laughing his ass off. But he probably lied to me about the gingerbread cookies. He's like, oh, Tarkis thinks he's going to get a shitload of those if he plays a single game. But I shouldn't have to play the single game to get the items that everybody's at Tarkis's building. Jeez, everybody is. This guy's got a little bit of hit point loss. There you go, dude. Take that. So really, that's it. I mean, it's been playing smooth. I haven't seen that much lag. Every once in a while, you'll get the stutter step. But I don't think the update that they've provided has caused any major issues. I have read a few quests that weren't working correctly, which they're going to fix. They did a hot fix last night. They kicked me off the server, hot fix. I don't know really what that hot fix was about. I didn't read the hot fix notes. But again, it's been running smoothly. I just wish more gingerbread would fall. And and you know, it's working well. And I didn't realize, get this, I built this building. The way I built it was because I was trying to minimize the building presence at the beginning area. And I didn't realize that these new benches that they were going to give us were so large. Look at the size of these things. You know, I had to make this balcony. This was an open balcony for me to just look around. I enclosed it because, again, in this game, you want to enclose your items. If you look at an item, you'll see at the very top an icon that looks like a house and these three wispy things. That tells you that it's protected from the elements, so it shouldn't degrade over time. And that's why I enclosed it in, so that these wouldn't, I mean, these things are pretty costly. So here's another brick that just, you know, what gets me is, you see the bricks available for me to take. So the next one that I've got in queue won't get cooking until I take the one, which is kind of, I don't know. I mean, I guess if they want to make this hardcore, I guess that's the way to do it. So now you'll see that it's going to go countdown after I remove the block from the count. And then what I've been doing is I've just been putting the blocks in here. And those blocks were needed to make the blacksmith, but it's also, those blocks are going to be needed to make our, well, how the heck did I just pour it way up here? Look at that. And I just got done saying that I haven't had these kind of problems, but you just see me. I was like standing right here a second ago, and then I was all the way up there. That's, I mean, maybe that's a new ability Tarkis has, the transport ability that, I don't know if that would be a blessing or a curse if you just started transporting everywhere. So that's really it. This is our Discord information. If you want, well, I'll get away from the sign. I believe if you hold Control down and use the mouse, no, maybe it's the Shift and, oh yeah. So you hold Shift down and use the middle mouse button, and you can zoom in and out. So if I zoom all the way in, you'll see the address. Those two are pretty much standard, and then these here are actually Discord. The rest of it. So you're welcome to join us on Discord. Right now we're on Muffin's server. We've just been chatting, you know, making plans of what we want to do next. And they're out in the world. If I hit the M button, they're friends of mine. So Scrooge is here. He's been playing. He's got a nice house. I've been checking it out. And then Muffin's up here. And EU's down here. He was the one that had the house on the server that got destroyed when the island disappeared. And I guess what happened was I don't think the islands were supposed to disappear during that. When we got onto the other video I did, I showed what the server looked like after the update. I mean, a lot of our buildings were just gone. You know, islands just had disappeared. But then we refreshed, wiped the server, started a fresh platform, and then the islands seemed to come back. And so it was only a glitch for our server, it seems, because we might have had buildings where they didn't expect them to be. I'm not really sure. I know that a few of my buildings were just gone. I mean, it was just like, you know, there was like a roof, and then it was like, where's the rest of the buildings? Even the sticks were gone. So when the island disappeared or hiccuped, it just destroyed the building, which is not a big thing if you know you're going to be resetting. And we knew we were going to be resetting our server, or wiping, I should say, from ground zero. When we got either the 1st December update or the 2nd December update, we decided to do it with the 1st December update only because our server was foobarred. It was totally foobarred because islands didn't exist and our buildings were just destroyed. So I said to the guys that yes, we did a lot of work on that server, but let's just wipe it. We'll get fresh people on the server. It won't be as laggy. Hold Shift down, zoom out. I like zooming out. I like this view better. Well, I mean, that's really what I wanted to go over in this video. If you like my videos, you're welcome to comment. One last thing is our server address changed. So if you've watched my old videos and I've added the server IP, it's changed. When we did the wipe, the G Portal system gave him a new, the admin, a new IP address. So I'll be including that IP address in the comments below. But if you do like the video, please give me a like. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I do various different game videos, how-to videos for games, all the way, I mean, I've been doing it for years. Arc Age, Black Desert, World of Warcraft. World of Tank. I mean, I've done all sorts of video game content. I just have been devoting my time into this game because I see it being very promising in the future. What this game can be. And I do like the fact that some of this end game content, the stone and the iron, is quite grindy. You got to really kind of grind. Oh, there's the coal. So I've just kind of been putting it away, waiting for the coal. So the coal just ends up on the ground, and you just pick it up. Now that coal, you can bank it in your box here. You can put it in your box so that you can use it to build things, or you need to use it to feed these furnaces. So I just fed this furnaces. So it's at 6 to 10. And the furnace will go for 4 hours. This one here is down to an hour. So again, if you want to feed these furnaces, I might have to make more stoves to make it worth feeding. I mean, imagine if you got those furnaces, you got 5 of them on a wall. That means you might have to have 10 stoves going, and you're just feeding them the logs all day to get the coal you need. Because you need the coal to feed the furnaces, but you also need the coal to build items. Like I was saying, that if you go to craft, just you need the coal to build the furnace. You don't really need the coal for the blacksmith, but you need the coal to feed the furnace to make the blacksmith table, because you need the iron and you need the blocks, and the only way to get that is through the furnace. So they've kind of really done well in making this a little grindy, so that you're not seeing cathedrals of stone all over the place. Because if I want to build a building in stone, this is going to take some time. Now, granted, I could make this more efficient by stacking a bunch of stoves, stacking a bunch of furnaces. Yes, I mean, I guess I could, but I want to try to enjoy this. I don't want to make it a full-time job just trying to make stone bricks so that we can make a stone fortress. I mean, we'll get there. I mean, eventually we'll find a neat place we want to build our fortress, and then we'll just do that. And this way we'll be prepared for when the PvP survival servers come out in a few months. Then we'll be all prepared, knowing exactly what we need to do to get to that stonework, so that we're not spending a lot of time building in the lumber or with sticks. We get right to the stone, and this way we can defend our stuff. All right. Thank you for joining me.